Okay, for this one, we're going to the very bottom of the ocean. We're talking about a place where a top-secret military technology, one that was hidden for decades, picked up something it was never, ever designed to hear. Something that, frankly, just shouldn't be there.
Go ahead, turn up your volume for just a second. What you're about to hear is a recreation of a sound that was recorded deep in the Pacific. And let me be clear, it's not a whale, it's not an earthquake, and it's definitely not the sound of ice cracking.
You see, for over 30 years now, a secret network of underwater microphones has been capturing these audio signatures that seem to defy all known natural explanations. So, in this explainer, we're going to break down what the source material reveals about these seriously mysterious recordings.
So, you're probably wondering, how did we even get these recordings in the first place? Well, it all started with a secret military project, something born from the high-stakes tension of the Cold War, which, totally by accident, opened a door to a whole new mystery.
Our ability to hear any of this comes down to this one system, SOSUS, the Sound Surveillance System. I want you to picture a massive, totally invisible web of ultra-sensitive microphones, they're called hydrophones, laid out across the vast, silent plains of the ocean floor. That right there is SOSUS.
SOSUS was originally built back in the 1950s for one single reason: to listen for the super faint hum of Soviet nuclear submarines. It was, a tool of war. But then, after the Cold War ended, the Navy gave scientists at NOAA access. And just like that, this spy network turned into a revolutionary tool for oceanography. And it started revealing things nobody ever expected.
And that's when things get weird. Once this incredible listening network was pointed towards science, it started picking up sounds that didn't match any known geological or biological source. These were the sounds that just shouldn't have been there.
So the first major anomaly is a sound they nicknamed the Upsweep. It was first detected way back in 1991, and it's this long, upward-sweeping sound that just repeats every few seconds. Listen to this recreation. It's persistent.
Right? This isn't the organic, flowing sound of an animal. No way. It has this distinct, rhythmic quality of machinery, kind of like a colossal engine just churning over deep beneath the waves.
And this is exactly why scientists were so baffled. I mean, this sound wasn't just a one-off event. It would last for entire seasons at a time and actually seemed to move across the ocean floor. But here's the kicker. It was detected at depths far, far beyond the crush depth of any submarine we know of, and its signature was purely mechanical.
And then there's this one. It was recorded on March 1st, 1999, and nicknamed Julia. Now, while Upsweep sounded like a machine, Julia was different. It was described as sounding almost like a monstrous voice or some kind of choir, but with something else, something hidden underneath.
When scientists create a visual of the sound, it's called a spectrogram, the difference is just night and day. Think of it like a voice print for audio. A natural sound, like a whale song, it has a complex, irregular pattern. But as you can see, Julia's spectrogram shows these clean, straight lines and a persistent underlying hum. That's the undeniable hallmark of a synthetic or a mechanical source.
Okay, so if these sounds aren't natural, and they have all the characteristics of machinery, then what in the world could possibly be making them? Now, scientists have considered rare geological events, maybe even undiscovered biological sources, but for some, the evidence points somewhere else entirely. And the source material we're looking at, well, it offers a particularly startling theory.
And here it is. This is the central, speculative theory put forward in the source material. I know it's a massive leap, but it's one that's based on basically eliminating all the other known possibilities. So, could these be the sounds of non-human, large-scale industrial activity that's happening right on our seabed?
I mean, the audio is consistent with massive machines. The theory suggests these could be mobile underwater facilities, just generating noise as they move or maybe even construct new craft. And crucially, this activity is happening in these remote parts of the ocean, far away from any known shipping lanes or human operations.
But the story doesn't stop there. The final part of this mystery presents a really fascinating twist. It might not just be about us passively listening to what's down there. What if we're trying to talk back?
So, in recent years, there may have been a major shift. The whole narrative might be changing from just passive observation to active, attempted communication. The idea here is that after decades of just listening, some folks have decided it's time to try and get a response.
And how would you even do that? How would that be possible?
Well, through a technology called extremely low frequency, or ELF waves. You see, normal radio signals are completely blocked by water, but ELF waves are so long and so powerful they can actually penetrate for miles through it, which is how navies have historically sent messages to their deepest submarines.
So the theory goes like this. The Navy transmits a targeted signal, one specifically designed to pierce the deepest parts of the ocean. We're talking places like the Mariana Trench. Which of course leads to the ultimate question. Who or what are they trying to reach?
And just remember the sheer scale of this. We are talking about sounds and potential signals at depths of 13,000 feet and beyond. The pressure down there is absolutely immense. It's crushing. It's completely hostile to any technology that we currently operate out in the open.
So what's clear is that the deep ocean is not the silent world we once imagined. It is humming with activity that we cannot explain. And it leaves us with one final, chilling question. Who or what is working down there in the dark?